Hi everyone, Dakota again from becomingaprogrammer.com. I was watching this back to edit this video, the last video we did on doing the getNumComments function that we put here. And then we used within the service, and then we used this to display the number of comments here. We were initially looking at how to use the ng-pluralize directive, which I mean, this is using this instead of using a function here. And the rest of this tutorial actually goes through as if this method were the way to go. But I just wanted to show you there is another way to do this that is quite a lot simpler, that does use the ng-pluralize directive. And the way you do that actually is you utilize this a feature of the Hacker News API that I didn't understand before, and it's actually this descendants. This is actually already from the API we're getting this descendants number, which is the total comment count, so we don't need to get that programmatically. We can just do that with the ng-pluralize filter, and we can use this data from the API. And we can actually create the link right now because it's going to go. Well, we don't need to create the link right now because it's going to, when we do this later, it'll be the same thing. This will just be the link text. So the change that we want to make is to turn this into ng-pluralize, but first, instead of NumComments here, well, actually, the easiest way to do this would be just to go make this vm.story.descendants, and then we can save that, and then we can replace this here with ng-pluralize count, and then that's going to be vm.numComments, and then we're going to do when 0, we're going to put discuss as the link text, and then when 1, we're going to put one comment, and then when it's anything else, we'll do other, and then the curly braces to put in whatever number it is, and then comments there. And then we can close this ng-pluralize tag, and now when we save this and save this file, we can reload here, and you can see that we still have the right number of comments, and these are different obviously, but see now one comment, and let's see if any of these don't have any comments. We can make sure that the discuss is working. Yeah, discuss. So that is a much simpler way of doing this, and now you can see we actually don't need this filter at all. Again, I'm seeing this after completing the entire series, so you may see the old code that we completed before in this space, but you're welcome to commit this and move on with the tutorial with this code, because I think it's definitely preferable to my way of doing it, because actually you might have noticed that these numbers actually are better now. I can show you, see, for instance, the top one here is 194 comments, and I'm gonna bet pretty strongly that if I go back to my old code there and go back to my old code here, I'm going to save these both. Okay, now you saw, let's say 194 comments. Now I reload this, and you see it's 41 comments. So basically the problem is the code that I wrote was only counting the length of the kids array, but that doesn't take into account the fact that those are threaded comments. So some of those comments actually have replies that belong to them, so those were not being counted. Descendants will get all of the related comments to a story. So that's definitely the way to go. We don't need that code up there, and we can just use descendants here. And then the ng-pluralize directive. And that will make it much easier going forward. And then you can just wrap this in an anchor tag, and we're going to link it to the other view we create, the other state in UI router in an upcoming step. Anyway, this is just a correction, so feel free to make it and then commit it and move on with the tutorial. All right, thanks for listening.